Hello and welcome to another video for toothbrushrugs.blogspot.com, the blog about recycled art which you can walk on. Now, the history of this craft has a lot to do with making do with what's around. That's why you usually use old clothes instead of buying scraps of fabric. That's why you make your own needles instead of buying something. Well, the other day I was presented with quite the challenge in this regard. My wife had been in the hospital, and so I have a travel rug. It's usually a lighter weight rug that I carry back and forth. Well, I had it loaded up and ready to go, and as I got onto the bus, there was no needle. Apparently, Savi here, who knows her name very well and probably knows what she did, decided that the needle was a chew toy. So there I was for 40 minutes on a bus, making every stop. So I took the L home. It was a lot quicker. I had to climb a lot more stairs, which was a pain since I'm in a cast, but it was worth it. Then after she got out, I had to take her down to the doctor for a checkup. And, not surprisingly, I'd forgotten to replace the needle. So I'm sitting there in the doctor's office, waiting, and waiting. And finally, desperation, frustration, and inspiration came together. And I made myself a make-do needle out of a discount card key fob, which you see right there that I'm pointing to. Now it's shorter than the usual needle and a little bit wider, but it passed through fine. The only thing I was worried about was getting a dastardly paper cut from it. See, this one next to it is about the smallest that I usually use for a needle. And this one here is similar to the one that I was using on the rug before Savi decided it was her latest toy. So, once again, you know, that's one of the great things about the spirit of this craft. You make do. You use what's around you, you use your wits, and you use it to relax and to make good out of bad situations. So, experiment around. You know, maybe next time I'll try cutting up an old credit card, see how that works as a needle. My sister, who's been making these rugs longer than I have and who helped teach me, actually prefers the more bendable needles, which you can see this is. It also flies nicely. Appropriately enough, this was my key fob for Hancock fabrics. But since we're moving away from the area, I figured that was a good one to use. So, keep being creative, keep thinking of ways to do things that have never been done. Just because it's traditional doesn't mean it has to always be done the same way. So again, come visit my blog at toothbrushrugs.blogspot.com for more information about this fine old craft for which you can always find new ways of doing. And that was horrible grammar, and I'm moving in 2 weeks and I don't care. Happy rugging. Bye-bye.